Guys, welcome to the weekend update, the second one of the year. Congratulations. Made it to the third week of 2025. It's going by fast. It's only going to go by faster. That's why I'm going to make this a quick update and focus on things in our world that are fantasy and reality. Let's get to the weekend update right now. What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Congratulations on making it. We got a long way to go. We got some good stuff to dive into. Let me turn the music down and get into the weekend update. I want to tell you that I appreciate you watching. I hope you get some takeaways here that you can share with your clients. And I'm going to try to be quick here. And I got equipment that just does what it wants to do. The Foo Fighters will not be silenced. Come on. There we go. I got them silenced. Okay, here's the deal. I got the big board up, guys, and I want you to see this little cliff right here. I'm going back 6 months because I think it's important for us to realize, again, we're still at higher interest rates. These are the 10-year treasury yields. We are at interest rates that are higher than what we've seen in the last 6 months. I'm going to play a quick clip talking about the news that we got this week that was mostly inflation. So I don't have a bunch of links related to the stories. You guys can watch this video here, but I think the news was producer pricing index was below expectations from an inflationary standpoint. And then the big one, consumer pricing index, came in right as expected. Let's go to Rick on this.
We want to pay very close attention year over year on retail inflation. And here we go. Consumer price index for December comes out up 0.4 on the headline, exactly as expected. To find a higher number than 0.4, you're going all the way back to August of 2023 when it was up half 1%. Strip out the all-important food and energy, up 0.2, 1/10. Cooler than we expected, 1/10 cooler than the rear view mirror, up 0.2. How does that comp? We equal a July of 24, find a lower number.
Okay, guys, so July in 2024, we saw rates, and again, I don't go all the way back to this, but in April, June, April, May, June, July, we started to see rates increasing. Things slowed down on our end a little bit. We are trending in a favorable direction. But Fed's watching this closely. So here's the fantasy. The fantasy is that rates are going to be in the mid fives or really go down huge, have a big fall off after the election, which that didn't happen. After the inauguration, wait and see. That's probably not going to happen. And there's even Fed presidents saying that we're not going to rule out rate increases, guys. So the fantasy is rates are going to drop substantially in the short term or by the spring, summer. It's just not on the radar. Here's what happens. The reality is that you can drop your interest rate today if buyers and sellers get on the right type of negotiation schedule, right language. I'm going to show you that right now. So one of the things that people may be looking for is an interest rate that's meaningfully lower than what you could get today. I'm going to use a scenario, and you can click and view this scenario in the link below. Just click on the mortgage coach. There's a nice little gift that shows you this is what you're going to go to. And this is what we send clients and our agent partners when we're working out negotiations, pre-approvals, any of that sort. So here's the deal. You got $1 million list price in North County, 10% down, super common scenario, super common that Lincoln wants to get in the weekend update. So $1 million, 10% down, low 7% interest rate right now. If you're doing a 30-year fixed and you're getting just a regular conventional loan, conventional high balance, the payment's going to be in the mid sevens, right? If you are negotiating off of credits instead of price, that same property at $1 million, 10% down with a 3% seller credit is going to afford you the opportunity for two things. Could be three if you want to look at it this way. It's going to give you a 2-year buy down, so a 2-year subsidy on your interest rate, starting you off at 5.25% using this example. And it's going to give you additional funds to pay your recurring and non-recurring closing costs, so less cash out of your pocket. You're going to get a lower payment by a substantial amount. If you look at the difference between column 1 and column 2, you're talking about almost $1,200 in monthly payment and about $8,000 less out of your pocket for cash to close. So you're keeping more money at close. You're keeping more money per month for 2 years. And if we were going to sellers, saying sellers, they would like they love your house. They're committed, qualified, ready to buy, non-contingent. They just need a payment that's closer to $6,300 a month. You could propose that your seller either give 2 to 3% concession, or using these numbers, you could say, how about we drop the price from $1 million to $840,000, right? And I don't even really, I mean, I guess I have a sound effect for this. Would probably sound like,
that's what the money is for.
That's what they're paying you for, is to find a deal that works for all sides, for buyers to win, for sellers to win, to close the deal with a committed and qualified borrower. Because right now, buyers are
fighting for life, brother.
Fighting for life, brother. And no seller wants to discount their home 16% when 2 to 3% would be an option that would get them, them being the buyers, the same payment. Now, some people will say, hold on, Sean, I need to know that what's going to happen in year 2. If this is only for a year and you're saying that rates aren't going to come down meaningfully this year, they will come down, but meaningfully is a key qualifier. Well, you have a second year of rate subsidies, takes your interest rate effectively 6.25%. Now you're at $6,800. You're still $600 less than what you would have been negotiating probably on price and getting today's rate on a 30-year fixed with no subsidies. Look at column 4. You're going to see, we show folks, look, this is not just about year 1. You don't buy a house for just on a year projection. You don't buy a house on a 2-year projection. And that's why when we send out our mortgage coaches, we're generally looking at an analysis over 2 years being short-term, 5 years being long-term. And then we're also showing folks, look, if you're trying to wait to get in the game, what kind of the things are you going to lose by continuing to rent in this scenario at about $3,500 a month? Well, you put 10% down. In most of these boxes, it's showing you coming in with around $100,000 down with the closing costs. 2 years from now, rate of appreciation, rate of principal reduction, you're sitting in an equity position closer to $250,000, guys. And this is what we're showing people, not just buyers. We want to educate buyers in this way, but we certainly need your help in presenting these properly to sellers with, hey, your options could be a 16% price reduction or a 2 to 3% credit. Guys, these are the realistic solutions. They're going to help you, even if you lost your fantasy team this year, help you win in reality. I did. That's why I bring that up. The pain still is fresh. We're helping clients win in reality, and we're seeing closing cost credits anywhere from 1.5% to 2% on the regular from sellers if negotiated properly. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. I totally appreciate you. I'm not sure what the music went to. Let's hear it. Maybe we'll be able to hear it. More Foo Fighters. Have a wonderful weekend. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next week.